Hey guys, welcome to another DVD review. Today we're going to be reviewing Jaws: The Revenge. Finally, we're finally done with the series, and of course, without further ado, we got our main stars right here. Oh, I guess we got the main character, the shark, and of course, the guy from Jaws 1. If you guys remember his name, please let me know in the comments. It's been a while since I did Jaws 1, but we got we got all the familiar characters. Like we get Helen Brody, Michael Brody, and good old Sean Brody. But we won't be able to see him for a while. But we're gonna get into details why. And plus, let me show you guys the cover of this one. But there are some twists and turns with this one that I'm gonna be reviewing. I hope you guys are gonna like it. But as always, warning, this video might contain some spoilers. If you do not want to hear the rest of these spoilers, please forward ahead through the rest of today's video for what's going to be going on through the remainder of this channel. Oh yeah! So we all start with the usual shark routine with the da na da na dun 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 da 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 do 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 do. Then we go straight to where we see Sean and Michael's mom, Helen Brody, cook a fish. And then while they're cooking, Sean was munching on some of the salad that they made. And he was I'm hungry. I agree with Sean too. I mean, I could get hungry too, especially if I'm gonna get eaten by a shark soon. Who knows with him soon. And then he was saying, then while Helen was saying, why don't you chop up the veggies? Literally. And then Sean was like, sorry fellas. And then he kept talking about how he wants to get a Christmas tree because this does take place around the holidays, which is sometimes it's sometimes it's aw, but sometimes it's oh yeah. But we'll figure out how the scene will go soon. So while Sean was, we obviously get that he accidentally cuts his finger by accident. It's ow, trash. Luckily he was, then we get a phone call from, and then Sean Brody was very happy to hear from his niece, and then he's like, "Hi, kiddo, how you doing out there in the sunshine?" Which we actually get to hear the voice of Zia Brody, the little one. I've known so much about history about her, but maybe we'll get into details after the review. But sooner or later, we meet Sean's future wife, and then literally they were gonna follow the Christmas tradition. They were gonna leave off some cookies and a bottle of beer for Santa. That is funny. I mean, milk and beer for Santa? Please tell me in the comments you guys think that's funny. But then we hear Sean getting ready to punch in for make sure that he doesn't have me, because he's following in his dad's footsteps and being a police officer or the chief, which I'll say it's pretty cool. I mean, if I do say so myself, I mean, following in your parents' footsteps is pretty cool. Please let me know in the comments of what you guys think about that one, because I think it's pretty cool. Then sooner or later, the receptionist was like, hold it. And then literally, he had to quickly, that's when Sean had to get a log out of the telephone pole near the ocean. And then while everyone was singing, going, oh, something. While Sean was getting ready, he was about to grab it, and then we get our witness with our favorite character, the shark. And then, which was shocking, which I still feel sorry for them. Still, the shark rips off Sean's arm. And literally, he was like, ah, ah, ah. Literally, he was panicking. I mean, I would panic too if my arm was ripped off by a shark. And then literally, we hear him scream, like screaming, "Help me!" But then it was too late. The shark was like, ah, 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 ah. Oh man! And then literally, the boat was damaged. It's like the shark, like literally, after when he ripped off Sean's arm, and then like went on like on a killing rampage, like ripping him to shreds. He was like, help me! And then, literally, he he gets dragged down into the water. We see like splashes of like the blood and stuff. But then what we see come up, the log. Huh. That one's gonna be a big key soon. Because it'll come up sooner or later. then after a while, because Sean didn't come, they found his remains. We don't know where, but after when they showed it, the police officer gave Helen his stuff, which I had to say, I mean, losing a good kid to a shark attack, that's hard. I mean, I feel real sorry for Helen. Because I can definitely tell she was very upset. And, like, all of her friends that were working with Sean and stuff, everyone. And I'm pretty sure that now Sean's future wife won't be able to marry him. That's the other thing that stinks. Man. But then we go straight to like where Michael, Mrs. Brody, which we'll call her for right now until I remember the name, and then good LCO. And luckily she was very excited. She's like, Grandma, like literally. But then we see Michael come in. He was like, Mom, everybody home? And then we get greeted by like Sean's boss, and then like literally everyone was like very happy to see Michael. I mean, I would feel happy too, because then after that, when Michael got to see everyone, he even asked. He was like, "Where's Mom?" Like, but luckily she was just standing outside near the ocean. I mean, she was scared and traumatized. I mean, losing. I mean, let's see, because she lost her husband to a heart attack, and then she lost her son to a shark attack, is what I've been hearing. And then like that's when everyone's getting ready to cook dinner, and Mrs. Brody was like gonna offer to help Helen out, so this way Helen can spend some time with her son. But then she was like all discombobulated. She slammed the pan, and she was like, "I want you to give up that job." Like literally, he was Michael is a marine biologist. If you guys remember in the third one, that's what I'm starting to figure out. Cause think about it. He like stopped. He understood the shark attacks and everything, and it wasn't for him. The shark that was killing everyone would have wrecked the whole entire aquarium. Yeah. but now back to Jaws 1. I mean 4, the revenge. So we all go straight to like where Michael and his wife were like walking, and then Michael was like, "It's a piece of wood. It's a lousy piece of wood." Like literally threw a rock. He was very upset. And then during the funeral, we see like everyone like like everyone was sad and stuff, which I know how it feels. We see Helen like remembering about all the good times that because after when she lost Martin and Sean, she started memorizing about all the good times that those two had. And I'm pretty sure that those two are already having a good time right now as we speak. But then sooner or later, like Michael and his family offered to bring Helen back with them home, so like she can be on like a vacation, like like recover from the incident. I mean, it's a good idea. I mean, because luckily it was the holidays, and they want to spend more time together. That's the other thing too. then afterwards we see like the log from before drift away, like all the way to the ocean, and we see like parts of the life, and that's where we also meet another main character, Hoagie, the pilot. Luckily, him, and Sia already have a good time, especially because like Hoagie was so generous on to let Sia like sit on his lap and drive the plane. Please let me know in the comments if you guys have seen like the. I mean, if you guys have seen this movie, if you guys think that's cool, I want you guys to say that is so cool because it really is. Like watching some kids like drive motorcycles, bows, and cars, etc., etc. Like learning, I think it's cool. But then, while everyone was like still, they were getting ready. Like yeah. Well, we don't know much about the details, but we do know that the taxi driver was like singing like a Christmas song, like where it ends "Merry Christmas to you." And then luckily, while everyone gets like ready, the taxi driver grabs like all the bags, so this way like they can get back to the house, and and then while Helen tries to settle and stuff, I know she still doesn't want like her son like working as a marine biologist, but he likes his job. I will say that. Then sooner or later while everyone, and then Michael was getting his chops busted, like saying that they needed milk, bread, and then when Michael heard beer, he was like, okay. Then sooner or later we meet another main character, Jake, and how he gets ticked off all because he was supposed to help with the research with Michael, and then that's when he was like very upset, and literally he was like, "Hey, you let me hire and drive." And while they were arguing, Michael got ticked off, and he was like, "Hey!" And then Jake was like, "I'm sorry about your brother." Like literally, I think that after that argument, they kind of understood like it was a family emergency. But luckily, Jake he got what he deserved, because then Jake like lifted up Michael like this, like it's good to have you back. Oh man, now that was pretty awesome if I do say so myself. Then we go straight to like a Christmas scene where like everyone like has like a good, like we see them open presents, and like Sia gets like a little tea set, and he's like, and we see Jake with his wife, and then like Jake like jokes around with his hair like going like that one makes me laugh. I'll admit that. And then Sia was like asking, when Sean was young, did you ever spank him? The little kid. And then literally Michael got a shark T-shirt from Jake, which was pretty cool. Oh man, it was cool. And then both Helen and Michael went outside while everyone was singing "Hark the Herald," and then literally they were like memorizing about Sean's death still, and then Michael was like, "I miss him, Mom." And then Helen was like still doing the same thing, like telling Michael to stop his job, but literally his job has been like they've been getting like a good big grant from their research that they've been doing, which I would say is pretty cool. Then sooner or later, they soon find the shark, and while Sia, I mean not Sia, but we'll get into her right now. They, her and Helen like have a good time, and then Helen goes near the water, and then sees, and it starts like I'm seeing something. I'm pretty sure she senses the shark, is what I'm thinking. And then Sia was like, Grandma? Grandma? What's wrong? Like, it's like she dozed out, which I would agree with her. I mean, but then they meet Hoagie again, and luckily Sia was so sweet, inviting him to the tea party. Aw, oh man, are they gonna have crumpets with a spot of tea? Huh, I would definitely go there. I love tea myself, and then sooner or later we'll fast forward so we can get to the good stuff. then and soon, like Jake sees a shark, but then along with Helen having nightmares, Jake starts having the nightmares with that shark because he remembers about all the shark attacks that he was part of, like from Jaws 1 to Jaws 2 to the third one. And then we go straight to the new year where because literally we're not getting into all the parts about about Helen and Hoagie being together and stuff, because we want to get to the good stuff. Because and then we get to a nice little fun part where Helen watches both Michael and Sia imitating one another, literally literally imitating the pencil dropping, those two and then we see a little bit of a flashback from Jaws 1 where Sean and Martin were actually doing the same things. And but then sooner or later Helen starts stop talking about Michael quitting his job, which is good. I mean, I guess she's starting to understand that maybe she was overreacting over that shark attack. But then soon, while Michael was on vacation still, enjoying his day off still, relaxing, or they were waiting for the research for the shark, then we get an unveiling where after when Michael gets attacked by the shark and then literally gets traumatized again, that's when while Jake and Michael leave their wives to do what they need to do, they quickly get the announcement about the big about Mrs. Brody's greatest creation of a little craft she did, and literally they were all happy. While Sia she wanted to go on the banana boat. Oh man, that must have been pretty fun for her. But soon the sharks and everyone starts screaming. They're like, "Shark!" And then the shark's it's like the shark was after Sia Brody, another member of the Brody family. But thank goodness she didn't get eaten, but someone else did. A random person. We don't know her name, but after when the shark attacked her, Sia was traumatized. And then literally Michael was very upset with himself. He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I should have told you. We were keeping tracks of a shark." And then literally Jake's wife and Michael's wife were very ticked off. They're like, "You let your mother?" And then Michael was like, "Where's my mother?" And then he got very upset. He was like, "Where's my mother?" But luckily, Mrs. Brody was like, "Why didn't you tell us?" Literally, I would have been very upset too. If I was in their shoes. But sooner or later, that's when Jake and Michael they try to take the little mini boat, but luckily Hoagie came to their rescue and saved them. But soon the metals from the plane and both Jake and Michael get out onto the boat alive, and luckily they saved Helen from the shark attack, which is good because the shark was up near the water, it was literally almost bit her. It was she was scared or trying to take her own life because she was scared, or just trying to kill the shark in general. There was a lot of things I could think about for her, but luckily She was still alive. That's all we need to know. Then soon, Hoagie gets dragged down with the plane by the shark. But thank goodness, he's still alive. You can't put Hoagie down. Then soon, everyone tries to make Jake and Michael make these little blinkers with a big woo, and then after that's when, and this is where we're going to be talking about soon the a twist in the ending soon. We'll talk about the main ending that they use and the fake and the real actual ending there they were supposed to use. That's one thing we're going to discuss soon when we're almost done. So then Jake quickly shoves this thing the flashlight into the shark's mouth, but then sooner or later the shark grabs him and then literally breaks off piece up the stick thingy where it hangs and then literally drags Jake down, and Michael was like, Jake, literally, and then we see the part where Jake was trying to push open the shark's mouth, just trying to get out, literally. Jake was pretty strong, if I do say to myself. Just think about it. Being strong enough, just trying to lift the shark's mouth, especially when it grabs your rib cage, it keeps your hands free where you can just try your best to punch the darn shark. I mean, that's what I would have done if I was in his shoes. But then sooner or later, they all team up. Helen, Hoagie, and Michael. They were going to take down that shark once and for all. And I was very happy because now it's time. They quickly activate the flash and then we also hear the shark's growl. It was like, Arr! And then literally, Helen was trying to ram the boat into a shark. And then literally, we see flashbacks of what Martin said. It was like, bye, yes, sir. But then that's when we get the big twist, which we'll get into. The shark gets stabbed and boom, blown up. And then literally everyone gets knocked into the water. But luckily, and we see Michael still alive. I mean, not Michael, Jake. It's and literally he talks about his equipment trashing on him. Literally, his equipment actually saved him. And then we get the ending where, but now we can talk about the alternate ending. In the ending that they were supposed to use, Jake doesn't actually make it out alive from the shark attack. And then we get to the same thing with the shark stabbing, but instead the shark gets stabbed and goes literally then you see blood spewing out of its mouth, and then the shark drags half of the boat down, and then sinks all the way. Because that's the twist ending of the alternate ending I was telling you about. If you guys seen the alternate ending, please let me know in the comments. But back to the real ending, that's when Helen was very happy, and who knows, maybe Helen and Hoagie are gonna, maybe Michael's gonna have a new stepdad. That's his friend. I'll be surprised because both Helen and Hoagie probably make good close, not really in a relationship, but close friends where they can be roommates. I mean, it's a possibility, but soon we see them both go off into the sunset. But overall, I was supposed to give this a 3.5 out of 5, but because there wasn't anything I would change about this one, I will have to give this movie a 4 out of 5 for a good shipwreck, a good twist ending is what we'll call it, because there's two endings. There's the one that they use, and then there's the fake, because there's one with the explosion that they use, but there's the real one. that I've seen before. And not only that, the banana boat, because because whenever I think of the banana boat, I think of that song of Daylight come out. We want to go home. So this means we're finally finished up with the Jaws series. If you guys like the Jaws series and you guys have any other shark movies you want to recommend, please go over to the bell notification so you never miss another featured video. Smash that thumbs up button. Comment down in the comments section which ending you would prefer in the Jaws the Revenge. Because I would definitely recommend them to put an alternate ending in the special features on the movie. And I'll see you all in my next feature video. Peace!